कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Well, there was this white strand of hair that coiled and curled itself and came to the ears of Dasharatha and said, Dasharatha, you have ruled this kingdom for many, many years. You were an efficient king, but it is high time that you retire to the forest and make the eldest of your son Rama the heir apparent. Kalidasa said this, Tam karnamoolavagatya Ramir Shri Nyasyatam iti Kaikeyi Shankayevaha Paritachadmana Jara. So he did say this. While this Dasharatha's hair that told him, it was even Dasharatha's ambition to make Rama the heir apparent. As I was talking to you previously, in the millenniums that we have seen of the past, Bharata, this land was ruled by king, his sons or daughters, and thereby the lineage shall continue. But remember that such a concept was not accepted to the new form of government that we had elected. So that was an elected government that we came to. We shifted to democracy with the hope that in democracy the able person shall rule the kingdom, shall administer the kingdom, shall serve the people. This was our understanding. But the irony is, though we know that the earlier regimes in the millenniums that we had of the past were dynastic in nature, they were democratic because Dasharatha says, Yadidam menu rupartham maya sadhu sumantritam bhavanto menu manyantam katham va karavanyaham. So, oh my dear subjects, you please advise me if Rama is the able person to rule, become the heir apparent. So he asked, though it was dynastic in nature, it was democratic in approach. Though Rama had to become the heir apparent, there was no necessity. Dasharatha went and asked his subjects whether Rama had the qualities in him to become the heir apparent. So it was dynastic in nature but democratic in approach. Vis-a-vis the system now, we call it a democracy, but here we have various examples where the father is ruling, then the son comes to rule, then the son rules, then his son comes to rule or his daughter comes to rule. So we believe we have shifted to democracy, but the saddest thing is we are still dynastic in nature. While personally, of the humble opinion, I am never against democracy. It is the right form. Anybody with the right caliber should rule. When we say that this is a better system than the earlier systems, we should get rid of the dynastic politics. That said, Dasharatha asked if Rama had the qualities in him to become the Yuvaraja. People told, we were waiting as to when you will make Rama the Yuvaraja. Don't even ask our opinion. We were waiting for that day. Tulsidas states this. Sabke ur abhilasu as kahi manaye mahesu aap achat जुबराज पद राम ही देवो naresu. He states this. The assembly roared, says Valmiki. The moment Dasharatha asked this question, whether my son is capable enough, the assembly roared. Like the peacocks that wait for the rain-bearing clouds to come in the sky and dance, so did people show their excitement. Iti bruvantam muditaha pratyanandan nripam drishtimantam mahamegham nardanta iva barhinaha. Like the peacocks that dance, the people also erupted in joy. But Dasharatha was still of the doubt. When you say that they erupted in joy, is that really joy, or I could have mistaken that for their sadness or melancholy? Shouldn't I get it reconfirmed? He thought. People, besides showing their excitement like the peacocks that dance, told that this is the right decision, Dasharatha. Aneka varsha sahasro vriddhastvamasi parthiva saramam yuvarajanam abhishinchasva parthivam. That is when the king again asks, please tell me clearly. I see that there is some excitement in you all. I see that you are also telling me that we were waiting for me to declare that Rama will be the heir apparent. Please confirm once again. See, it is a practice in most chemistry based experiments such as titration, where you don't take the titer value just once, you do a concurrent titer value. You do it twice to reconfirm if this is the end point. Here the king says, please tell me, confirm to me if you want Rama to become the king. That is when the people say, Ichchamo hi mahabahum Raghuviram mahabalam Gajena mahatayantam Ramam chhatravritananam. So, the people say, Ichchamo hi, we wish that right in front of our eyes we are able to see Rama's coronation, his pattabhishekam. We wish, Ichchamo hi. The commentator gives another interpretation. It seems the people said, Ichchamo hi, we wish that Rama becomes the heir apparent. It also means, Dasharatha, we as citizens of Ayodhya, the subjects, can only wish. Only wish means, we have the power to only wish, but to execute is in your hands. Ichchamo hi. The other meaning is, the people wanted to tell Dasharatha, it is just not we who wish that Rama should be the heir apparent. We know your heart. We can read your mind. Even you too wish. Ichchamo hi. Then Dasharatha asks, how will I know that you wish? You are time and again telling me that we wish Rama becomes the heir apparent. How will I be able to gauge your happiness? That is when the people say, Janagosho Mahanabhut. Dasharatha, don't you remember just a few minutes back when you said that you want to make Rama the heir apparent? Didn't you hear the hue and cry that emanated from the audience? Janagosho Mahanabhut. Didn't you see the pillars trembling? Vimanam Kampayan Niva. Didn't you listen to the tremors that emanated, proving the very fact that the people are equally interested or probably more interested than you in seeing Rama the heir apparent. Dasharatha then asks, sir, is just loving Rama to be the heir apparent enough? You all say, we are all happy that Rama should become the heir apparent. Is just loving Rama to be the heir apparent enough? What is that quality in him which makes you all feel that he is fit to rule Ayodhya? The people say, Akamayata Medini. It is just not we, the citizens of Ayodhya, who wish that your son Rama, the eldest of all, should become the heir apparent, Dasharatha. Akamayata Medini, even Bhumi Devi, Jagannmata, Bhumi Devi desires, the motherland desires that he should become the heir apparent. Dasharatha then asks, okay, now let's go a few steps further, my dear subjects. how do you know that he can protect the people? Ultimately, the king has to protect his subjects. How do you know he can protect his subjects? The people say, Mahabahum Ichamohi Mahabahum. Look at his arms, Dasharatha. Your arms, your length, the tone, the biceps, they all decide the power in him. Look at his long arms. Mahabahum. Dasharatha, we can tell, vouch for Rama's valor. He can just not protect Ayodhya, he can protect the three worlds. Shaktastrai lokyam apyesha bhoktum kinnu mahimimam. How long are his arms? Asks Dasharatha. Ajanubahum. When he stands erect, his arms can actually cross the knees. They are that long. Ajanubahum. Is he capable of just protecting this world? No, he can protect even the Leela Vibhuti, Nitya Vibhuti. This Leela Vibhuti and Nitya Vibhuti. Is he capable enough to protect us? When I've told you he can protect all the worlds, Dasharatha, he can protect us. Bahuchayam avashtabhyaha. Dasharatha then asks, is Balam, just valor alone enough to protect the subjects? That is when the people say, no. Dharmam is very important. He should know what is righteousness and he should follow righteousness. Dasharatha asks, does he follow? The people say, yes. Raraksha dharmena balena chaiva dharmata parirakshita deenandanena raghavaha andrishamsyam paro dharmaha Tvattayeva maya shrutaha. He regards dharmam as the foremost virtue that needs to be protected in his life, Dasharatha. Do you mean to say, my dear subjects, that is he exceptional? Yes, Dasharatha, he is Raghuviraha. Apyaham jivitam jagyam tvamba sitetu lakshmanam. He may even be ready to sacrifice Sita or Lakshmana. He will never sacrifice dharma. But will he lose confidence in the due process of ruling? Will he get demotivated? No. Natuf pratigyam samshrudya. The people say, Natuf pratigyam samshrudya brahmanebhyo visheshataha natyajeyam kathanchana. He shall never betray or abandon his devotees. He shall always protect the pledge or the vow that he has taken. Etadvratam mama. He is strong-willed like the Himalayas. Dhairyena himavaniva. The weak ones can never reach him, Dasharatha. Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha. Dasharatha then says, so you say that he has got the necessary power, dharma adherence and strong will to rule Ayodhya. How do you want me to coronate him? Gajena mahata yantam. The people say, we want him to be seated on that royal elephant. Gajena mahata yantam. Why? Asks Dasharatha. Dasharatha, haven't you seen Rama walk? He walks with the gait as majestic as the elephant. Mattama tangagaminam. We want to see him seated on Shatrunjaya, and that will bring happiness to us. Then the people ask, Dasharatha, are you ready to make Rama sit on the elephant? Yes, I will make him sit on the elephant. Then Dasharatha asks, what if my son gets tanned because of the scorching rays of the sun? The people say, that is why we are telling you, Dasharatha, don't make him sit just like that on the elephant. Somebody from the behind like Bharata or Lakshmana should hold the umbrella for him. Gajena mahata yantam. Ramam Chhatravritananam. The umbrella should give him the shade. Ramam Chhatravritananam. Mahabharata, there is a verse of Rama's coronation. Lohitaksham Mahabahum Mattamatangagaminam Dirghabahum Mahoraskam Neelakunjitamurthajam Deepyamanam Shriya Veeram Shakradanavam Bale Paragam Sarvadharmanam Brihaspati Samam Bale, says Vyasa about Rama in the Vanaparva of Mahabharata. So that happy were the subjects to listen to this announcement that Dasharatha wanted to make Rama the heir apparent. But he has to seek the guidance of other people. For that, we should see the next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.